Hi everybody, good morning and welcome to Mandala Flow. My name is Maz, if I haven't met you before, and I'm going to be guiding you through this practice this morning. So if you are new to Mandala Flow, it is a dynamic vinyasa flow practice, so synchronizing movement with breath. In this practice, we move 360 degrees around the mat, so from the front to the back to the front. So there's going to be times during the practice where you might have your back towards your screen, your computer, your phone, but I'll be guiding you through. We repeat our sequence a couple of times, so it's going to start to become familiar to you as we go through. In Mandala Flow, we work with the elements, so earth, water, fire and air. Each element is connected to a group of muscles or a part of the body, and also each element is connected to a chakra or energy center. So this morning we're going to be working with the element of fire. So our sequence is going to be working with twists and finding space through the flanks, so the sides of the body. And the energy center that we work with when we connect to the element of fire is the solar plexus chakra. So that chakra is located just between the navel and the heart, so directly at the center of the body. We always start a mandala practice with a little bit of yin, and we always close with a little bit of yin also, just to kind of ground and balance our energy a little bit. There's going to be times in the practice where we're going to be having a little play with arm balances or inversions, if that's somewhere that you like to go in your practice. If not, I'll offer modifications, and if you have your own modifications, then please do feel free to take them. Really just honour how your body's feeling today. If you're feeling a little bit tired, or if you are working with any injuries, please really just make sure to honour how your body feels. There's no need to force or push and pull your body into shapes that it doesn't necessarily want to be in today. So yeah, really just be kind to your body, be compassionate, and just be really true to how it is that you're feeling, finding that real sense of honesty, that real sense of integrity in your practice today. If you like to use props for your practice, then go ahead and grab maybe a couple of blocks. It might also be nice to have like a bolster or a couple of cushions, something nice and soft and supportive for when we start to move towards the end of our practice. And we're going to get started this morning with coming to lie onto the back. And we're going to come into a supine twist. So we're going to start off just preparing the body for what we're about to do as we move towards the flow part of our practice. So lying onto your back, drawing your knees into your chest, and maybe just take a few little gentle rocks from side to side as you arrive onto your back, giving your lower back a little bit of a massage. And then bring your knees back to center. Take your arms out to the sides. And we'll start by taking the knees over towards the left side. So gently just drop both knees to the left. You might slide your hips and your upper body over to the right. And then just, if it feels comfortable for you, close down your eyes. And allow yourself to find a place of stillness. Try to keep gently drawing that right shoulder down towards the ground. And as you take your knees over to the left side, you might feel a little bit of a stretch through the right side of the rib cage. Maybe that stretch moves down through the right outer hip and thigh. Breathing into any areas of sensation. Keeping the breath just nice and steady, natural for now. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Taking this time to arrive. And as I said, this morning we're working with that fire element. Connecting to the energy center, the solar plexus, Manipura chakra. Manipura translates as city of gems. So you could see this energy center as a gem. And it is this gem, this energy center that gives a person a sense of inner illumination. It's the self-esteem, the personal power, the determination. It's the zest for life, the vitality. We connect to that space today. We connect to that soft, nurturing, warming fire within. Just take a few more moments in this first side of your twist. And then slowly start to bring your knees back to the center. Take a moment to reset. Draw your knees into your chest once again. Maybe take a couple of little rocks from side to massage your lower back. And then knees come back to center. Take your arms to the side and take your second side of your twist. So drop your knees to the right. Maybe gently shuffle your hips and your upper body over to the left. If it's comfortable for you to do so, close down your eyes. If not, just see if you can soften the gaze, just starting to invite that gaze inwards. Checking in to how you've arrived onto your mat this morning. What have you brought with you onto your mat? So physically, how does the physical body feel? How is your breath this morning? How is your energy level? How is your mood? Where is your mind? Really just get curious. Observe your thoughts. Notice any emotions. We don't need to dismiss anything. There's space for whatever has arrived with you today. Just honor what's there. Take a couple of more moments here. And then gently start to bring your knees back to the center. Again, hug the knees into the chest. Take a few gentle rocks from side to side, gently massaging your lower back. And then just find a moment of stillness. Draw the knees in. Give yourself a nice big hug. From there, take your hands to the back of your thighs and start to slowly rock up and down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Gently massaging along the entire length of the spine. Just take a couple of rocks until you can bring yourself all the way up. Cross your ankles, draw your feet in underneath you and start to make your way to all fours. So coming to this tabletop position, spreading your fingers wide, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Press the ground gently away from you with the hands. And then from there, tuck your toes, lift up your hips and start to find your way into your downward facing dog. As you arrive into your downward facing dog, maybe just give the heels a little bit of a pedal. Find some movement in your down dog. Notice how the body feels as you start to bring a little bit of movement in, moving intuitively. Moving, breathing, finding space. And then find a moment of stillness in your downward facing dog, lengthening. Take an inhalation, lift your heels, look forward, and then slowly start to walk your feet towards the front of your mat. Bring the feet hip distance or maybe a little bit wider. Take an inhalation to lengthen and look forward. As you exhale, soften your knees, come into a forward fold. Allow the head to hang heavy. Take your hands to your opposite elbows and gently sway the upper body from side to side. Finding a sense of lightness, a sense of ease. Lengthening through the sides of the body. And then come back to center. Release your hands down towards the ground. Soften the knees as much as you need to. Gently draw your chin towards your chest, and then nice and slowly start to walk your hands up the front of your legs, unfolding. Nice and slow, no need to rush. Head and shoulders come up last. Release your arms by your sides. Take an inhalation. Gently draw the shoulders up to the ears. As you exhale, softly slide the shoulders all the way back and down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, drawing the shoulders up. Exhale, slide your shoulders all the way back and down. From there, let's come to mountain pose, Tadasana, at the top of the mat. So stepping your feet forward. You might have feet together. If that doesn't feel good for your lower back, keep some space between the feet. Wherever you are, feet grounded, legs active, kneecaps lift, thighs spiral in. Belly button gently draws towards the spine and the tailbone lengthens down towards the heels. Join your palms together. Bring your thumbs to lightly rest at the center of the chest, taking your hands into Anjali Mudra. As you arrive there, close down your eyes. And just take a moment to find your connection to the earth. Feeling that grounding, that stability. Take a moment here to set an intention for your practice this morning. Place that intention between your palms, close to your heart. If you would like to dedicate your practice to a person or a group of people, bring that dedication to mind. Bring that dedication to your heart. Keep your eyes closed just for another couple of moments, and then release your arms by your sides. Start to become aware of your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Gently contracting the back of your throat to find your Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out through your nose with a soft ocean sound. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Blink open your eyes. Let's begin. Inhale, raise your arms, reach high. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Soften your knees if you need to. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, place your hands down, step your right foot back, step your left foot back, come to a high plank. Take an inhalation in here to stabilize, draw your belly button towards your spine. As you exhale, bend your elbows, slowly come all the way down to the mat in a straight line. If you need to, drop your knees. Once you get all the way down, untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, draw your shoulder blades together, come to your cobra. Exhale, lower your chest down. Inhale, come to all fours. Exhale, sit back into a child's pose. Inhale, come to all fours, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift up into a downward facing dog. Let's begin our mandala flow. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, thread your right leg underneath your body. Take it towards the top left. Come on the outside edge of that right foot. Inhale, lift your left hand. Come to your fallen triangle, gaze high. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the mat. Inhale, re-extend your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up to a high lunge, left heel high. Exhale, twist to the right. Send your left arm forward, take your right arm back. Inhale, return to your high lunge once again, raise the arms. Exhale, open up, warrior two on the right. Inhale, straighten your right leg, turn the toes in, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, bring your right hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, raise your left hand, open up into a twist. Exhale, bring your left hand down, come to a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your left foot. Exhale, step back, high plank at the back of the mat. Take an inhalation here, press the ground away. As you exhale, slowly come all the way down to the mat in a straight line. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Keep drawing the elbows in. Cobra. Exhale, chest lowers. Inhale, come to all fours. Exhale, sit back into a child's pose. In your child's pose, start to walk both hands over to the left side. Finding that side stretch through the right side of the body. Walking the hands over to the left. Keep sending your hips back towards your heels. Maybe bring your right hand on top of your left hand. Breathing into that space through the side of the body. Let's take one more breath here. And then as you inhale, walk your hands back to center. Come on up to all fours, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. We're at the back of the mat. We're going to repeat the flow again on the right side. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross your right leg underneath you, take it to the left. Inhale, raise your left hand, lift the hips, fallen triangle. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Left heel stays high. Inhale, sweep the arms up, come to a high lunge. Exhale, rotate the chest to the right, send the left arm forward, take the right arm back. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two, ground that left foot. Inhale, straighten your right leg, turn the toes, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Right hand comes to the center of the mat. Inhale, lift up the left hand. Rotate the chest and twist. Exhale, bring your left hand down and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your left foot. Exhale, step back, high plank. We're at the front of the mat once again, taking an inhalation. Exhale, coming all the way down in a straight line. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra. Exhale, chest lowers. Inhale, coming all the way up to all fours. We're going to stay in here, exhale. As you inhale, raise your right arm, open up the chest, reach high. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath the left. Drop the shoulder, drop the ear, come into your twist. Maybe you extend your left arm forward. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind you and take hold of that right hip or thigh. Spiraling open the chest, drawing that left shoulder back or down, back and down. Keep your hips lifted, allowing the fingertips of the right hand to be drawn towards the side. Finding space. Breathing here. Let's take one more breath. Nice, bringing your left hand back onto the mat once again. As you inhale, lift up through the right arm. Open up the chest, reach high. Exhale, bring your right hand down on the mat, come to all fours. As you inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift up into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in your down dog, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. We're going to come to the left side. Inhale, send your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross your left leg over to the right. Inhale, raise your right hand, come to your fallen triangle, lift up through the hips. Exhale, place your right hand down. Inhale, send your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Right heel stays lifted. Inhale, high lunge, rise up. Exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back, squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale, high lunge, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, ground that right foot. Inhale, straighten your left leg, turn the toes, raise both arms. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, reach high through the right arm, rotate the chest. Exhale, place your right hand down and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your right foot. Exhale, step back, high plank at the back of the mat. Take one inhalation. Exhale, come all the way down to the mat with control. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra. Exhale, chest lowers. Inhale, come to all fours. Exhale, sit back into your child's pose. In your child's pose, walk your hands both over towards the right side now. Walking the hands to the right. Keep sending the hips back towards the heels. Maybe bring the left hand on top of the right. Coming into your lateral child's pose. Stretching through that left side body. Breathing here. Soft Ujjayi breath in through the nose. Out through the nose. One more breath. Walk your hands back to center. Inhale, come on up to all fours. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. We stay on the left side to do our flow once again. Inhale, send your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross the left leg over to the right. Inhale, send your right hand high, lift up through the hips, fallen triangle. Exhale, place your right hand down to the ground. Inhale, re-extend your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Right heel stays high. Inhale, rise all the way up to your high lunge. Exhale, take your twist, send your right arm forward, take your left arm back. Inhale, reach high, high lunge. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Inhale, left leg straighten, turn the toes in, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold all the way forward, left hand comes to the ground. Inhale, raise your right hand, rotate the chest, gaze high. Exhale, right hand comes down to fold. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your right foot. Exhale, step back to your high plank. Take an inhalation here. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Come to your cobra. Draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come on up to all fours. Exhale, we stay here. As you inhale, raise your left arm, open up the chest, reach high. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath the right. Drop the shoulder, drop the ear. Come into that twist. Maybe extend your right arm forward. Maybe you wrap your right arm behind you and find the left hip or thigh. Coming into that twist, if you've wrapped your right arm behind you, draw that right shoulder back and down. Rotate the chest. Find that space, find that length. With every inhalation, feeling the expansion. Every exhalation, a sense of grounding, rooting. Let's take one more breath here. Bring your right hand onto your mat once again. Inhale, raise your left arm, reach high, open up the chest. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the mat once again. Come back to your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale, lift up, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, bend your knees, look forward. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach high, lengthen through the side ribs. Exhale, bring the thumb knuckles to rest at the sternum. Close down the eyes. And just take a moment or two to return to your mountain pose, to return to your intention, your dedication. Check in with how you feel from a place of honesty, a place of integrity. Be curious. This is a time for self-study, for reflection. We come to our second round of our mandala flow. We're going to add on. Gently release the arms by the sides. Blink open the eyes. Inhale, raise your arms, reach high. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, place your hands down. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Come to your high plank. Take one inhalation, press the ground away. This time as you exhale, your choice. Either come all the way down or come halfway down for your chaturanga. Inhale, come to your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. Exhale, lift your hips, come to your downward facing dog. Coming onto the right side, inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross your right leg over to the left. You're on the outside edge of that right foot. Inhale, raise your left hand, lift up the hips, reach high. Exhale, bring your left hand towards your right wrist. Let's repeat that action. Inhale, raise your left hand, expand, reach high. Exhale, bring your left hand towards your right wrist. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, expanding, reach that left hand high. Exhale, left hand comes to the right wrist. Last time, inhale, raise your left hand, lift up through the hips, reach high. Exhale, left hand comes to the right wrist. This time, inhale, raise up that hand, feel the expansion of the breath. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the ground. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge, reach high. Exhale, twist to the right, send the left arm forward, take the right arm back. Inhale, reach high, come to that lunge once again. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg, turn your toes, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold, bring your right hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, raise your left arm, rotate the chest, reach high. Exhale, bring your left hand down, come to your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, walk your hands around to frame your left foot. Exhale, step back and take your vinyasa. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, come to your downward facing dog. We're at the back of the mat. From your downward facing dog, bend your knees. Step or float the feet between the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach high. Exhale, release the arms by the side, mountain pose at the back of the mat. From there, separate your feet hip distance. Start to really ground through your left foot. Gently start to bring the right knee into the chest. Two options here. Either take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh, and extend that right arm back, or take hold of the outside edge of your right foot with your left hand and extend that right leg. Coming into your twist, reaching the right arm back, breathing here. Try to really straighten that standing left leg, staying with the breath, rotating the chest. Keep lengthening through the side ribs. Let's take one more beautiful breath here. Nice. From there, as you inhale, come back to center. Bring the right knee into the chest. Exhale, lower that foot down. Come to your mountain pose, arms by the sides. As you inhale, raise your arms, reach high. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, place your hands, step or float back. Take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, legs are strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. We stay on the right side. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross your right leg underneath your body, take it to the left. Inhale, raise your left hand, reach up into your fallen triangle. And we're going to stay a couple of breaths in here. So you're on the outside edge of that right foot. The left foot is grounded, just like in a warrior two. Stabilizing through that right shoulder joint, reaching high through the fingertips of the left hand. Take one more inhalation here. As you exhale, bring your left hand down to the ground. Inhale, re-extend your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Exhale, twisting, send your left arm forward, take your right arm back. Inhale, high lunge, rise up. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg, turn your toes, raise your arms, reach high. Exhale, fold, bring your right hand down to the ground. Inhale, send your left hand high, find that twist. Exhale, left hand comes down, you fold. Inhale, lengthen, walk your hands around to frame your left foot. Exhale, step back, take your vinyasa. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale,
downward facing dog. So we're at the front of the mat once again. Bend your knees, step or float your feet between your hands. Take an inhalation, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach high. Exhale, release the arms by the sides, mountain pose. Once again, separate your feet hip distance. And once again, start to bring the right knee into the chest. Flex the right foot and then cross the right ankle to the outside of the left thigh. Spiral that thigh away from you. Join your palms. Bring the thumb knuckles to the sternum. This might be where you stay today. This might be where you stay. If you want to go a little bit further, start to send your hips back as if you want to sit down into a chair. Keep rotating that right thigh away from you. Keep flexing the right foot. So finding that stretch through the outside of the right hip and thigh. Breathing in here. Keep the chest lifted. Keep sending the hips back. Again, this might be where you stay. Some of you might be grabbing blocks and bringing your hands down. Some of you might be having the hands down and then hooking the right foot to the outside of the left arm. And maybe you start to have a play with shifting your weight, coming up into your flying pigeon pose, your Galavasana. So lots of options. Stay with the breath wherever you are. Keep that right foot flexed. Keep rotating the right thigh away from you. Nice. If you have been playing with that arm balance, start to release. Start to slowly come all the way back up. Take an inhalation, lift up, bring the right knee into the chest. Exhale, release the right foot down, mountain pose. Take a breath in here just to ground. And then on your next inhalation, raise your arms, reach high. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, place your hands, step or float back, take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're on the left side. Take an inhalation, send your left leg high. Exhale, cross your left leg over to the right. Take a moment to stabilize. Inhale, send your right hand high, fallen triangle. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left wrist. Inhale, the breath expands you, right hand floats high. Exhale, right hand comes to the left wrist. 2 more times. Inhale, reach the right hand high. Let the breath really move you. Exhale, right hand to left wrist. Inhale, reach the right hand high. Exhale, touch the right hand to the left wrist. Inhale, raise that hand. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat. Inhale, send your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up to a high lunge, right heel is lifted. Exhale, twisting to the left, right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Inhale, high lunge rises you up. Exhale, warrior 2, ground the right foot. Inhale, straighten your left leg, turn the toes, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold, left hand comes to the center of the mat. Inhale, raise your right hand, open up. Exhale, bring your right hand down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your right foot. Exhale, step back, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog at the back of the mat. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or float the feet between the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach high. Exhale, release arms by the sides, mountain pose at the back of the mat. Separate your feet hip distance and start to bring the weight into the right foot. When you're ready, start to bring your left knee into your chest. Just take a moment to stabilize. Then take your variation. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Start to reach your left arm back. Rotate the chest. Take that twist. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you start to take your right hand to the outside edge of your left foot and you start to extend that leg. Most importantly is to keep that standing leg nice and straight and then gradually start to extend that left leg. Keep gently dropping that left hip down, maintaining the length through the left side ribs. Breathing wherever you are. Let's take 2 more breaths. Maybe you find a little bit more space, a little bit more length. And then inhale, come back to center. Whoops. Bring that left knee in. Exhale, place your left foot down. Come to your mountain pose. You might feel like giving a little bit of a wriggle and a shake. And then you're in your mountain pose at the back of your mat. Coming back to our flow. Inhale, raise your arms, reach high. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, place your hands, step or float back. Take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Open up through the front of the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. We stay on the left side. Inhale, send your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, thread the left leg underneath you. Place the outside edge of that foot down. Inhale, send your right hand high. Come to your fallen triangle. And we stay a couple of breaths in here. So again, really stabilizing through that left shoulder joint, pressing the ground away from you with the left hand, lifting up through the hips, reaching that right hand high. Staying connected to the breath, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Let's take 1 more breath here. And then as you exhale, bring your right hand down to the ground. Inhale, send your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up, come to a high lunge. Right heel stays lifted. Exhale, rotate the chest to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, high lunge, reach high. Exhale, open up, warrior 2 on the left. Inhale, straighten your left leg, turn the toes, raise the arms. Really lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Inhale, raise your right hand. Open up, take that twist. Exhale, bring your right hand down, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your right foot. Exhale, step back and vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, step or float your feet between your hands. Take an inhalation, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach high. Exhale, release arms by the sides, mountain pose. Once again, separate your feet hip distance. And once again, ground through that right foot. When you're ready, bring your left knee towards the chest. Flex that left foot and start to cross the left ankle to the outside of the right thigh. Gently rotate that left thigh away from you. Maybe this is where you stay. You can even come into a tree pose here if that feels better for you. If you've got that ankle crossed outside of the thigh, join your palms and start to just slowly sit back. Imagine you want to sit down onto a chair behind you. Send the hips back, keep the chest lifted, keep that left foot flexed. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you bring your hands down onto blocks to find even more space through the outside edge of that left hip and thigh. Maybe you start to hook the left foot to the outside of the right arm and you start to have a play, just to play with coming up into your Galavasana, your flying pigeon. So maybe you come on the tiptoes of the right foot. You might lift up that right foot just for a second or two. And for some, maybe you start to extend that right leg. Lots of options, lots of variations here. Let's take 2 more breaths wherever you are. Stay with the breath. Keep that foot flexed. Those of you who are playing with your arm balance, start to slowly come back. And let's all inhale, lift up, bring the left knee in. Exhale, lower the left foot down. Come to your mountain pose. Keep your palms together. Keep your thumb knuckles resting at the center of the chest and close down your eyes. Take a couple of moments here just to be with the breath, to reset. Notice any shifts, Any changes? And then as you exhale, release your arms by your sides, blink your eyes open. We come to our third and final round. Inhale, raise your arms, reach high. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, place your hands down, step or float back, take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, thread the right leg underneath you, take it to the left. Inhale, raise your left hand, lift up through your hips, fall in triangle. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the ground. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up to a high lunge. Exhale, twist towards the right, send your left arm forward, take your right arm back, squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale, high lunge, rise up. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg, turn the toes, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, bring your right hand down to the ground. Inhale, raise your left hand, open up the chest, reach high. We're going to switch sides. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Inhale, right hand reaches, rotate and open up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Other side once again. Inhale, raise your left hand, reach high. Exhale, left hand comes down. Find a rhythm. Inhale, raise your right hand. Exhale, right hand comes down. Once more each side. Inhale, expand, rotate. Exhale, left hand comes down, fold. Inhale, raise up through the right arm. Exhale, right hand comes down, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your left foot. Exhale, step back and vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the back of the mat, bend your knees, step or float your feet between your hands. Take an inhalation, lengthen. Exhale, fold. From there, inhale, bend your knees, raise your arms, come up into your Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, join your palms together. As you inhale, bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Press the palms together, find your twisted chair pose. Drawing your hips back towards the center line. Press the palms, keep lengthening through the side ribs, rotating the chest. You might stay with your palms together. Some of you might like to split the arms, releasing your left hand down towards the ground, reaching your right hand high. Again, try to draw the left knee back in line with the right. Try to draw the left hip back into the center line. Staying with the breath, maintaining that length through the sides of the body. Let's take one more beautiful breath here. And exhale. With your next inhalation, come back to center, raise the arms, come back to your chair pose. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, place your hands down, step or float back, take a vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We stay on the right side. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross your right leg over to the left. Inhale, send your left hand high, come to your fallen triangle. Exhale, place your left hand down. Inhale, right leg goes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, rise up to your high lunge. Exhale, rotating to the right, left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Inhale, high lunge, rise up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the right leg, turn the toes, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Place your right hand down to the ground. Inhale, send your left hand high. We're going to stay in this twist. So you might stay with that left hand reaching high. You might wrap your left hand behind you and take hold of the right hip or thigh, drawing that left shoulder back and down. And then if you'd like to find even more space, you might reach your right hand to the outside of your left ankle to really find that twist. So taking your variation, feet are grounded, both legs are straight, kneecaps lift, quads engage, finding that rotation, finding that space. Wonderful. If you have taken those variations, start to bring your right hand back down. Inhale, send your left hand up, reach high. Exhale, place your left hand down, fold. Take an inhalation to lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your left foot. Exhale, step back and take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We return to the front of the mat once again. From there, bend your knees, step or float your feet between your hands and come to a little squat. Squeeze the legs together. We're going to turn the knees to face towards the left side. So the outside edge of your right thigh is parallel to the short end of your mat. If you feel a little bit unsteady here, slide a block under your heels to support. As you inhale, send your left arm up, reach high. Exhale, bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Bring your right hand on top of the left. Again, press the palms, rotate the chest. Coming into Pashasana. Coming into this twisted squat. Keep rotating the chest. Draw the right shoulder back and down. This might be where you stay. Some of you might want to start to have a play with your side crow. So you keep your left arm and your right leg connected. You bring your hands down onto the mat. You create a little shelf with that left arm. Spread your fingers wide and maybe you just start to shift the weight forward. Maybe you start to play with lifting up the feet. You can just lift one foot, you can lift both feet. You might have leg variations. You might cross the ankles. If this is new to you, crossing the ankles can make you feel a little bit more stable when you're just starting to explore these variations. So take a few more breaths wherever you are. Either staying, working with that twisted squat, or maybe playing with your side crow and other variations. Take an inhalation, and then from wherever you are, exhale, take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward facing dog. And then we're going to come to the left side for the final round. Inhale, send your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross your left leg over to the right. Inhale, send your right hand high, come to your fallen triangle. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Inhale, left leg goes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, rise up, come to your high lunge, right heel stays lifted. Exhale, rotate the chest to the left, send the right arm forward, take the left arm back. Inhale, high lunge, rise up. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten your left leg, turn the toes, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, bring your left hand down. Inhale, send your right hand high, open up. Exhale, bring your right hand down. We repeat. Inhale, left hand goes high, take that twist. Exhale, left hand comes down. Do it a few more times on each side. Inhale, raise the right hand, open up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left hand reaches high. Exhale, left hand comes down. Once more on each side. Find that flow, find that space. And then bring both hands down, come into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, walk your hands around to frame your right foot. Exhale, step back and vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're at the back of the mat. We're going to bend the knees and step or float the feet forward. Take an inhalation, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, rise up into your chair pose. Exhale, join your palms. Inhale, bring your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Press the palms, rotate the chest. Draw the right knee back to the center line, back in line. Draw the right hip back into the center line. Coming into that twisted chair pose. Staying with the breath. Maybe split the arms. Take that variation. Really keep lengthening through the sides of the body as you breathe in here. Last breath. As you inhale, release, rise up, come to your chair pose. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, place your hands down, step or float back, take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, cross your left leg over to the right. Inhale, raise your right hand, come to your fallen triangle. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, send your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, high lunge, rise up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, rise back up to your high lunge. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten the left leg, turn your toes, raise the arms, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, bring your left hand down to the mat. Inhale, raise your right hand, come into your twist. We stay in here. So this might be where you stay. Maybe you wrap your right hand behind you and take hold of the left hip or thigh, drawing that right shoulder back and down. Maybe you reach your left hand to the outside of your right thigh and really find that twist. Legs are straight, kneecaps lift, quads engage. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then start to release your variations. Bring the left hand down to the mat. Inhale, send your right hand high. Exhale, bring your right hand down, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Walk your hands around to frame your right foot. Exhale, step back and take a vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Step or float the feet between the hands. And once again, come into that little crouch, that little squat. From there, we're going to spin the knees to the right. So the outside edge of your left thigh is parallel to the short end of your mat. Inhale, raise your right hand, reach high. Exhale, bring your right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Join the palms. Come into your twist. Press the palms, rotate the chest. Draw the left shoulder back and down. Squeeze the inner arches of the feet together as you breathe in here. Again, this might be where you stay in that twist. You might be having a play with your side crow, so hands come down. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Start to shift your weight forward. Maybe you start to lift the legs. Maybe you start to play with your variations. Take some breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out, finding space wherever you are, working into the space that feels good for you. And then from wherever you are, start to make your way through a vinyasa. Walking, stepping, floating the feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose. Take a breath out through the nose. Take a breath in and a breath out. A breath in. Drop the knees as you breathe out. Take an inhalation in your tabletop. Untuck the toes, exhale, sit back into a child's pose. Take the knees as wide apart as feels good for you. Reach the arms forward, release the forehead down, maybe onto a block, maybe onto the mat. Take a breath in through the nose. Open up the mouth, exhale. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Let's do that once more. Take a breath in through the nose. And then seal the lips. Let go of any conscious breath control. So let go of your Ujjayi breath. Let go of that gentle contraction at the back of the throat. And just allow your breath to be whatever it needs to be in this moment. Let yourself be still. Give yourself this time to just re-establish your connection to the earth, to feel grounded, to feel rooted. Take this time to notice any shifts, whether physical, energetic, emotional. Just be with whatever's there. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to be curious. Bringing an awareness to that space, that solar plexus, that gem, that place of illumination. And then very slowly start to come on up to all fours. Start to find your way through to seated. Come to lie down onto your back. Bring your knees into the chest with you. Give yourself a lovely hug. Maybe take a few little gentle rocks from side to side. From there, we're going to come into a happy baby pose. So separate the knees. Bring the soles of the feet to face towards the ceiling. So flexing the feet gently. Maybe you bring your hands to the back of your thighs. Maybe you bring your hands to your ankles. Maybe you take your hands to the soles of your feet. And gently draw your knees down towards your armpits. Keeping your lower back on the ground. Keeping your head and shoulders on the ground. Just gently drawing those knees down towards the armpits. You might like to just gently rock side to side. And then let yourself be still here in this happy baby pose. Finding space into the groin. Taking some breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing the muscles of the body. Letting go of any gripping, any holding. Inviting a softening of any tension in the physical body. And just take a few more moments here in your happy baby pose. Breathing. And then when you're ready, very slowly, start to bring the knees back together. Wrap the arms around your legs. Give yourself the best hug. Take a few little rocks from side to side. And then in your own time and in your own way, start to find your way towards your Shavasana. So you might simply extend your legs and stay lying on your back for your Shavasana. As always, you might prefer to lie on your side, to come to lie on your tummy. You might like to take your legs up the wall. Find your Shavasana that feels good for you, that feels comfortable for you. A place where you can really, really relax. A place where you can rest. A place where you can really allow the breath to nourish the body. Finding your stillness. Finding yourself getting closer and closer to that
that place of peace, that place of serenity. That place of pure love that is the essence of all of us. If you feel that you would like to spend a little bit longer in your Shavasana this morning, then please feel free to do so. If you do feel that you're ready to start to come on out, then start to bring some movement to the body. In any way that feels good for you, moving fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. You might like to take a stretch, extending the arms and the legs, taking a nice deep inhalation. Exhale. Maybe bend the knees, draw them into the chest, give yourself a hug. And then from wherever you are, if you are ready, start to make your way up towards a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat, grounding equally through left and right sit bones. Maybe sitting up onto a block if you feel you need a little bit of extra height. Lengthening from the ground all the way up through to the crown. Finding a seat, closing down your eyes or softening your gaze, whatever you prefer. And just let yourself be still for a couple of moments. Feel your body as it is in this moment. Feel your breath. Feel the space around your body, that sense of vibrancy. Sense of brightness. Notice any thoughts, any emotions, whatever's with you. And then join your palms, bring your thumb knuckles to the sternum. And just take a moment to reflect on your intention. Take a moment to send love to the person or people that you dedicated your practice to. And then gently lift the thumb knuckles to the centre of the forehead and slowly come towards a forward fold, placing your hands to the earth, giving thanks to the earth. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for practicing with me. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or any comments or anything at all, then I'll be here for a couple of minutes, so feel free to pop anything into the live chat. Thank you again for practicing with me. I really appreciate it. And hopefully see you back here next Sunday at the same time for Mandala once again. And yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you get to enjoy the sunshine today. And yeah, see you again very soon. So as I said, I'm here for a couple of minutes for any questions or comments that you might have in the live chat. Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you. So as I said at the beginning, we work with the 4 elements. So that was fire, twists. We also work with air, water and earth. And as I said in the beginning, each element is connected to a different group of muscles, part of the body, and a chakra also. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Madeline. Happy International Yoga Day to you as well, and to everybody. Happy International Yoga Day. Thank you, Gemma. I'm glad you enjoyed the class. Thank you for practicing with me. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your practices. As I said, I'll be back next Sunday at the same time for another mandala practice. I hope you have a wonderful day and a beautiful week, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much.